Have you ever stopped to wonder if who you are today is all that you can be? What if I told you that inside you there exists a version of yourself that is more powerful, more fulfilled, and more authentic than the person you see in the mirror every day? What if, unknowingly, you've been living a limited version of yourself, unable to access your fullest potential? This isn't just a simple question. It's a challenge, an invitation to reflect on how much more you could achieve, accomplish, and evolve if you could tap into the fullest version of yourself. It may sound hard to believe, but there is a secret code inside you waiting to be unlocked. This code holds everything you need for a radical transformation that goes beyond what you ever thought possible. I'm not talking about empty promises or abstract concepts. I'm talking about a real process, based on proven principles, that can release forces you may have never realized you possess. A journey of self-discovery and personal power that will open doors to a fuller, more authentic life. Have you heard of Carl Jung, the great psychologist? He believed that the unconscious mind holds an enormous potential for anyone who dares to connect with it. According to Jung, by accessing the depths of our minds, we can discover a true key to our real selves, and what he called individuation. The process of becoming a complete, authentic, aligned person with your purpose and the forces that shape your true essence. Now imagine you had access to tools that could unlock this hidden power within you. Imagine the impact of knowing exactly how to activate this secret code of your soul, created so that you can reach your highest potential. What would happen in your life when you begin to use this key? I guarantee you, your life will never be the same. Have you ever noticed that life has a way of sending you signals? Often these signals are found in unexpected places, a passion you've never fully explored, an idea that keeps circling your mind, or even recurring patterns of behavior you've never had the courage to question. Now, what if these signs aren't random? What if instead they are the map to your true destiny? And what if everything you've considered coincidences is in fact a series of indications that something greater is waiting to be discovered inside of you? This is where the concept of Jungian archetypes comes in. Jung believed that our psyche is made up of universal symbols, which he called archetypes, that act as powerful forces within us. These archetypes shape our choices, reactions, and even the paths we take. As you begin to understand your own unconscious mind better, you realize that there is a unique combination of archetypes within you, forces that can be revealed to guide you through the journey of your life. People of great achievement, whether in their personal or professional lives, have a unique ability to perceive these signals. They're not just reacting to the world around them, they're creating a deep connection with their own inner potential. They align with their secret code, allowing their lives to flow more naturally and powerfully. How can you know if you're paying attention to these signs and patterns that guide your transformation? Here's an exercise to help you begin identifying your hidden patterns. Reflect on the moments in your life when you felt truly alive, fulfilled, and aligned with yourself. What elements were present in those moments? Was there something common in them? A pattern you've overlooked or ignored? These moments are more significant than you might think. They're not just coincidences. They're powerful signs of your true potential. And if you learn to interpret them correctly, they can become the starting point for a deep transformation. Did you know that your mind is an extraordinary machine, full of hidden abilities and potentials that many of us don't even realize we possess? The human brain is capable of reprogramming itself, of developing new skills, and of accessing talents that you didn't even know existed. The secret lies in understanding how your mind works and how you can use this knowledge to unleash your inner strength. Modern neuroscience confirms what Carl Jung already intuited. Our unconscious mind holds valuable information about who we really are, and more importantly, about what we are capable of achieving. The human brain has an incredible ability to adapt and reshape itself. This is called neuroplasticity. And by learning how to access and work with the patterns of the unconscious mind, we can unlock talents that would otherwise remain dormant. When you start looking at your potential through this lens, you realize that it's not just about skills or technical knowledge. Talent doesn't only reside in what you've learned to do, it's hidden inside of you, waiting to be recognized and activated. This is the true essence of Jungian individuation, the process of integrating the hidden aspects of the psyche to become who you really are. And by doing this, you not only unlock your true potential, but also begin living in a more full and authentic way. Now that you've started to recognize the signs of your true potential, it's time to take a deeper step, unlocking the archetypes that are within you. Carl Jung believed that all of us carry powerful symbolic representations of different aspects of our psyche. These archetypes act as maps, guiding us towards the full realization of our being. Each archetype has an important role to play in our journey. And when you connect with these inner forces, you begin to access an energy that goes far beyond everyday skills. You start to use these deep forces to create a life that's more authentic and aligned with your destiny. These archetypes can serve as powerful catalysts for the transformation you seek. The born strategist, leadership and vision. The born strategist is the archetype that brings clarity, leadership, and long-range vision. This is the force within you that can see beyond the immediate, identify opportunities where others see obstacles, and lead with decisiveness and purpose. If you've ever found yourself in situations of leadership or taking responsibility for your life in a more strategic way, this archetype may be dormant within you, waiting to be activated. By tapping into the born strategist, you begin to make decisions with confidence, outline bold plans, and move toward your goals, unafraid to make tough decisions. Exercise to activate the born strategist. Make a list of 3 areas in your life where you feel you need to make important decisions. Visualize yourself facing these situations with clarity and confidence, taking charge and acting with a vision for the future. Ask yourself, how would I feel if I were the leader of my own life? The creator of realities, shaping your world through imagination and action. The creator of realities is the archetype of manifestation, the force within you that has the power to shape your reality from your vision, imagination, and action. This archetype knows that life isn't something that happens by chance, but something that can be actively created and molded according to your personal vision. If you feel that something in your life needs to be transformed, or if you desire to create something new, whether that's a project, a career, or even a new version of yourself, this archetype will be the force that helps you visualize and bring to life your greatest desires. When you activate the creator of realities, you no longer see the world just as it is, but as it could be, and you begin to take bold actions to create what you want. Exercise to activate the creator of realities. Take time to visualize your ideal life, where all aspects work together in harmony. Ask yourself, what can I create now that aligns my reality with this vision? Imagine and act based on what you desire without being limited by your current circumstances. The inner healer, healing and personal transformation. The inner healer archetype brings healing, not just for others, but most importantly, for yourself. This archetype has a deep capacity for empathy and perception, seeing the needs and wounds both in others and in yourself. But the true power of the inner healer lies in the ability to heal your own wounds, recognizing emotional and psychological pains and allowing them to transform into sources of strength. If you seek emotional balance or need to overcome a block, this archetype could be the key to a deep transformation and to reconnecting with your authentic self. Exercise to activate the inner healer. Identify an area in your life where you feel pain or emotional block. Visualize using the power of the inner healer to heal that pain. How would you feel after overcoming this block and reconnecting with your true self? The inner sage, deep wisdom from within. The inner sage is the archetype of deep reflection and self-knowledge. This archetype teaches us that true wisdom doesn't just come from books or rationality, but from life experience and introspection. The inner sage helps bring clarity, allowing you to recognize patterns and universal truths that were once hidden. When you activate the inner sage, you begin to look at life with greater discernment, making choices that are more balanced and aligned with your purpose. Exercise to activate the inner sage. Take a few minutes for deep introspection. Ask yourself, what do I already know about myself that I'm not yet applying in my life? Connect with your own wisdom and see how it can positively influence your everyday choices. The inner hero. Courage to face life's challenges. Finally, we have the inner hero. This archetype is about courage, perseverance, and overcoming obstacles. The inner hero is the part of you that never gives up, that faces challenges with resilience, and that keeps fighting for your dreams no matter what the cost. When you activate this archetype, you become an unstoppable force, capable of conquering any obstacle. The inner hero is the energy that arises when you decide you will no longer accept a life of mediocrity or complacency. It pushes you to act boldly and to surpass limits that once seemed impossible. Exercise to activate the inner hero. Choose a challenge that you've been avoiding or are afraid to face. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to act as a hero in my life? Face that challenge with courage and decide to take the first step toward overcoming it. Have you ever noticed that many times what prevents us from reaching our true potential isn't a lack of skills or knowledge, but rather a lack of emotional control? Emotional intelligence is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful tools for unlocking your inner strength. When you develop emotional intelligence, you start connecting deeply with others, making assertive decisions, and achieving a level of inner balance that many seek but few find. Carl Jung believed that emotions are not enemies. They are, in fact, powerful signals that can guide you on your journey. The secret is learning to listen to your emotions, interpret them correctly, and use them as allies in your growth. Exercise to expand empathy. Choose someone with whom you have a connection, whether a friend, a colleague, or a family member. Pay attention to how their emotions express themselves, without judgment. Ask yourself, how can I connect more deeply with this person, considering their emotions and needs? This simple exercise can help you expand your capacity for empathy and strengthen your relationships. Often, what holds us back from reaching our true potential isn't the lack of knowledge or skills, but the limiting patterns we carry in our minds. How many times have you caught yourself thinking you're not good enough or that your dreams are simply unrealistic? These thoughts are not your truth. They are stories you've been telling yourself over time based on past experiences, but they don't define who you are or what you're capable of. Carl Jung believed that these patterns, often rooted in the unconscious, deeply influence how we see ourselves and the world around us. They shape our decisions, actions, and even the opportunities we notice. The good news is that these patterns don't have to be permanent. With the right tools, you can reprogram your mind to live in alignment with what you truly desire, and not according to old patterns that no longer serve you. The process of transformation begins with identifying these limiting patterns. The first step is to recognize the stories you've been telling yourself. Perhaps you've believed that you don't deserve to be happy, or that you'll never achieve your goals. These limiting beliefs can be broken. You just need to recognize that they exist and begin questioning them. Exercise for identifying limiting patterns. Take a moment to reflect on some of the beliefs you've been carrying for years. Ask yourself, is this belief really mine? Do I truly believe it? Or was it imposed by others or past experiences? By questioning these beliefs, you make space for new possibilities, for new patterns that are more aligned with who you want to be. Life is full of highs and lows, and not all the experiences we've lived through have been positive. However, what defines our future isn't the circumstances we've faced, but how we choose to interpret them. What you once considered a mistake, failure, or setback can actually be a deep lesson. This is what we call reframing. Reframing is the art of changing the way we perceive an experience. By looking at the past through a new lens, you transform every painful experience into an opportunity for growth. What once seemed like a stumbling block can now be seen as a stepping stone that propelled you to a higher level of self-awareness. Jung talked about the importance of integrating all parts of the psyche, even the negative experiences. By doing so, you not only heal emotional wounds, but also open up new doors to a stronger, more authentic version of yourself. Exercise for reframing. Think of an experience from your past that was painful or challenging. Now, look at that experience through a new light. What did it teach you? How did it make you stronger? Ask yourself, how can I use this experience to grow and move forward with more confidence? By changing your perception, you transform not only the past, but also the direction of your future. Have you ever had that feeling of just knowing something before you could explain it? Maybe you called it intuition. Intuition is one of the most powerful faculties we have, and it often acts as a silent guide, pointing us in the right direction even when logic fails. But what would happen if you could develop and hone this ability, using your intuition more consciously and effectively? Carl Jung believed that intuition was one of the purest forms of connection to the unconscious. Rather than being a vague sensation, he saw intuition as a form of deep wisdom, accessed directly from our unconscious, where all our past experiences and knowledge are stored. Intuition is like an inner compass, capable of guiding your decisions with greater accuracy than rational thinking. Often, our rational mind tries to convince us that the answers are only in logic and linear thought. But the truth is, intuition has immense power to guide us in making the right choices. When you learn to trust your intuition, you begin to realize that it's not just a vague feeling, but a real tool for connecting with your own being. It helps you make decisions that honor your values and align with what you truly desire in life. Exercise for developing intuition. Sit in a quiet place, free from distractions, and close your eyes. Choose an important decision you need to make. Ask yourself, which path should I follow now? Pay attention to the sensations, images, or even words that appear in your mind. These are the messages from your intuition. With time and practice, you'll notice that your intuition becomes clearer and more reliable. With all these exercises and practices, you've already taken significant steps to unlock your true potential. But now comes the most important part, taking action. Transformation doesn't happen just in the mind or the heart. It becomes real when you bring change into the physical world. Carl Jung talked about the importance of rituals as a way to connect the conscious with the unconscious. Rituals are symbolic actions that help us bring what we've learned internally into the external world, creating a deep alignment with our essence. Activating your potential is a daily practice. It's not enough to just understand everything you've learned. You must live it out and take action based on what you know to create the reality you desire. Exercise for daily action. Create a small ritual for yourself to put into practice what you've learned. It could be as simple as starting your day with a positive affirmation or a quick meditation, reminding yourself that you have the power to transform your life. Every small action you take consciously will reinforce the new path you're creating. Many people wonder why some people manage to manifest their goals so much faster, while others struggle for years without seeing results. The difference doesn't lie only in the actions they take, but in how they align their energy with the natural laws of the universe. When you connect deeply with your true self and start working with the energy of the universe, rather than against it, you begin to manifest your desires more smoothly and quickly. This doesn't mean that you only need to visualize your goals and wait for them to happen, but that you must act in alignment with what you visualize and trust the process. Manifestation. Acceleration technique. First, choose a clear desire you want to manifest. Now, visualize this desire already realized in your life. Feel the positive emotions associated with this accomplishment. Now, align your energy with this achievement, feeling it already as part of your reality. Breathe deeply and anchor this feeling in your being. Now, ask yourself, what is the first step I can take right now in a concrete way to materialize this manifestation? Action is the key to unlocking that door. You've come this far because you're ready to unlock your true potential. Now, the real transformation begins. It doesn't matter how much you've achieved until today. What matters is your commitment to your evolution from this point forward. Remember, transformation doesn't happen passively. It requires action, courage, and the decision to change. Now is the moment to take action, to seize control of your life and create the most powerful version of yourself. The future is in your hands, and the moment to activate your true potential is now. Before we finish, I want you to take a moment to write down or think about what you truly want to achieve, now that you know how to unlock your potential. What can you do today to start this journey? It's not about doing everything at once, but taking one small step, something concrete, right now. The first step is always the most important, and you can take it today. Commit to your transformation. Commit to your most authentic and powerful version. And remember, the power to transform your life is within you.